Something a bit different today, guys. So you'll excuse the camera position because I'm not used to actually recording myself. And I've stuck it up. And we're not a Fifi, the £1.500 today. We're in the 500X, Fiat 500X, that I did as a Category N crash repaired car and gave to my wife. We've done, how many miles have done it now? 20,000 miles, and she's been performing really, really well. So we are out and about today on Sunday because I had a message from a subscriber. It's a bit of an unfortunate situation there. I think it was their mother's just passed away, and they sent me a message. They live in Australia and their mother lives just down the road from me, and unfortunately, as I say, she's passed away, so condolences there. And they've got a car to sell, and he kindly said, James, is it something you might be interested in? And it's a little Suzuki Splash, which I haven't done before. As you know, I've done a number of Suzukis, but it falls into my sort of criteria for small first time car, you know, little runabout. Low miles, 29,000 miles. It's in white, which is the non-offensive colour. Oh, we've got some horses in front of us. Two big horses blocking the road completely. Okay, so right guys, I'll sort everything out. No offence to the horse riders, but they do have a habit of just literally taking up the road completely and not bothering to move over and expect you to just follow behind them. Anyway, enough about horses. So yes, low mileage, 29,000 miles. It's in non-offensive white, so anybody's going to be happy with that as a general rule. Little Suzuki Splash. And as we talk about, we've got another Suzuki coming. The only thing I don't like about this 500X, it's got one of those electronic handbrakes, and I don't really like electronic handbrakes. But yeah, so we're off now to go and have a little look at it. I'm meeting the next door neighbour, because obviously the seller's over in Australia. So I'm meeting the next door neighbour who's going to let me have a little look at it. And I've done the same thing I always do. So the gentleman sent me across the details of the car. I did the MOT check, I did the HPI check. I looked at Auto Trader what values are, and then I was absolutely upfront and frank and said, this is what I think I'll be able to retail it for. This is what I think my costs in preparing it for retail are. So therefore my offer is X. And so that I've done that even before I've gone to look at the car. I said obviously subject to the car being okay. And the gentleman said he's okay with that. And I don't see how I can be any fairer than that. At the end of the day, people are going to see me sell the car. They're going to see me mark up the car. And as I always try and do on my channel, I get people to try and understand if a dealer buys a car off you for £2,000 and puts it up for £3,500, he does not pocket £1,500. He or she does not pocket £1,500. There are a lot of costs incurred. First of all, you've got your VAT to pay on the gross profit of the sale of the vehicle, so you'll pay that on £1,500 in that example. 20%, and then you have got to pay for your, you know, warranty. Costs you about £100 to put a warranty on it. If you've got to MOT it, you've got that cost, plus any other preparation costs. Someone's going to want to knock you down in price. Someone's going to want more for their part exchange than you really want to give. It's going to cost you probably, a lot of people don't factor this, about £100 or more to actually market the car, because Auto Trader is not cheap. For a dealer to put a car on Auto Trader for 4 weeks is still about £60, unless you pay, you know, something like £500 or £600 for an account per month. So there's that cost involved as well. So as I said, all I can do is go through all those things with someone, explain where I'll be price wise, and if they are then happy at that point, then, you know, then both parties are happy. When he sees it go up for sale, he's not going to go, oh, James ripped me off on that one, because he knows exactly what I'm going to put it for already. So we're going to have a little trip down there. It's raining, which is ideal, isn't it? Of course. I've already checked the MOT. The MOT history on the car is really good. Like I say, it's got low miles. So what I'm interested in is what service history is there, how does it obviously run and drive, and how is the bodywork. White being an easy one to fix bodywork most of the time, but you know, it's obviously, I hope not, but you can turn up and find these cars are a lot more beat up than you thought they were. So I'll check when I get there if they're okay for me to record as I look around the car or not. I'll explain. I think they probably already know I'm a YouTuber, so I'll explain that when I get there and see if they're happy for me to record. If they are happy for me to record, I shall walk you around the car as well, albeit in the rain. So with the little splash, I've asked permission to call, and we've just taken it out for a quick drive. It drives absolutely perfectly. It's got a full service history. Bodywork's in really good condition. There's just a couple of very minor little dings, and probably a little bit on the back there. I'll do the inside. I'm keeping the video brief because I don't want to obviously keep the family waiting around. Yeah, excellent condition. The oil's clean as a whistle. It had a service in January, and as I say, it's a full service history with Suzuki and drives perfectly. So I think if everyone's happy, this is one to add to the stock. So there you have it. Quick look around the car. I didn't want to take too long, obviously out of respect to the family. It's a Sunday afternoon. They've got a funeral tomorrow, so I didn't want to take up too much of their time. I did ask in advance if it was okay to record, and they were cool about that. Lovely, lovely family. You can see that the lady lived in a lovely area with great neighbours, great views of the estuary too. So yeah, lovely family. Obviously unfortunate circumstances to be going looking at a car, but the car itself was brilliant. It was just as described. It had very minor little dings on it and a little scratch which I can fix. Needed a couple of tyres. I'm not going to haggle on the price. We'd already agreed a price, and that built in some recon anyway. So you know, and I want any transaction with me, I want to be easy, simple, fair for everyone. So next time they think of me or recommend me to somebody else, I don't want it to be hassle. I don't want them to, you know, have that uncomfortable negotiation. A lot of people aren't comfortable with negotiations, so I'd rather just give a price and be straight with it. And like I say, the car is what I was told it was going to be. So apologies for the camera moving about. Yeah, the car was what I was told it's going to be, so there's no need to faff about. And I get to pick the car up on Tuesday, so I will probably take that to the new unit. And we haven't done a video on that yet because I haven't actually been out there. I've had the keys for 3 days. I've been so busy I haven't even been out to the unit. I only have access to half the unit at the moment, because the gentleman is moving out the other half, so I've got a deal on getting half the unit for a bit, but I have got 100% of the parking spaces. So what I've done is I have put loads of bids in for tomorrow for the auctions. I've put loads and loads of bids in. On Mannheim, BCA, Salvage Market. I've got a very interesting month coming up, guys. If you're not subscribed, you may well want to do so. If you're really interested in what it's like to set up a car dealership, then you want to get subscribed, because obviously the deal I've got at the moment is I pay no overheads. I just pay as and when I sell cars. Now I'm going to have my own unit with my own overheads. I'm going to need the tools to do a lot of the work. So if any of you got any contacts out there with people that are involved in the industry in terms of tools and equipment, and they want a bit of marketing, hey, get them to get in touch, because it's going to be very expensive setting up. So I've got an interesting month, because if I don't get cars in, prep them and get them sold, I have no revenue coming in. But I need to move everything over to the new unit and get it all set up for the sale of cars. Plus I've got a few little outstanding bits of work to do for customers that was pre-agreed. So I'm going to have to be going back and forth taking stuff to the new equipment, deciding what I need to leave there, what I need to move over to get the bits and bobs done left that I need to get done. I need to get the new stock in and get it prepped and get it sold so I can generate revenue to cover the cost of the new unit. So and that is probably why you'll notice below the video there is now a join button for anybody that has the desire, for whatever reason, to become a paid subscriber to the channel. There is the option. I've really sort of like found it difficult to decide whether to do that or not. YouTube pushes you an awful lot to do things to basically monetize your subscribers, paid chats and paid memberships and all kinds of stuff, and I've never felt massively comfortable about a lot of it. The whole idea of the channel is you get to watch it for free. If you're interested and you watch the videos and you watch the adverts, and you watch the adverts in their entirety, they generate revenue for the creator. And I thought, well, that's what YouTube is all about. But you know, there are some people that feel they do want to support the channels
financially outside over and above the adverts. So there is the join button there now. I wanted to give something back for those people that do, and a lot of people do complain they don't want to wait for the premieres to come up. So what I've done is I've made that membership give you instant access to the videos rather than wait for the premiere. And but I have no expectations at all that anybody should be subscribed. The support you give me at the moment is fantastic, but if for any reason you feel, you know, you do want to give something back in some way like that, then the option is there. The option is there. And I am working on the t-shirts, and it's definitely going to be sweet as a nut, as the sort of channel catchphrase. So we're going to do that. And a suggestion someone gave me of like a nut, a bit like a donut with the icing on it, and sweet as a nut is a fantastic idea. So we're going to go with that and get some merchandise put together for you. And yeah, have all that live soon, hopefully. But it's just so busy at the moment, guys. I'm struggling to get everything I want to get done, but also I don't want the overheads of more staff. PT ad hoc works really well for me because I only pay them when I get completely overwhelmed, which at the moment is pretty much every day. So anyway, this video is probably unusable judging by the angle of the camera that's now come out. So yes, I don't know if I'll be using any of this footage at all now. But anyway, that little nip out for a Sunday. Now I'm going to go back and play Fortnite with my daughter, as promised. Spend some quality time with her, shooting people up. But it's what she loves doing at her age now. Anything she's happy to do with me, I'll do, because the rest of the time she doesn't want anything to do with me. So have a great Sunday, guys. Thanks as always for all of your support. Like I say, more content coming out thick and fast soon. So please, if you aren't subscribed, consider doing so, and sharing the video. I've done mention this before as well. If you share my videos with the button underneath the video, that makes a massive difference to Google algorithms in terms of suggesting the video to other people. So if you feel like you're happy to share it, that would also be a massive help to the channel. And I'm also thinking what would be really nice to be successful enough at Christmas. That's just an idea, so comment down below what you think. At Christmas, to give a car away. Now, it's obviously I'm not making fortunes out of YouTube, and I'm not making fortunes out of my cars, so we're not going to be talking about, you know, giving away an expensive car, but I'm talking about trying to find someone who really needs a sort of a leg up and just some reliable transport to get to and from work. Something that, you know, could make a difference to someone who's having a bit of a hard time. You know, just one of our sort of, you know, cheap runabouts, our sort of £20 road tax, 50 miles to the gallon, 2 to 3 grand motor, just to give someone a little leg up who's struggling at the moment. If you think that's a good idea and you think there's a practical way of doing it, I guess the biggest question is how do we find the right person for that so it doesn't get taken advantage of. Yeah, put us some comments down below. But otherwise, that's it. Have a good weekend. Thanks for the support. Catch you all again soon.